Hi guys, I'm the Spectre of Edison, and this is another high rated Edison replay. So we've got Flawless 00 on 1105 rating versus Dandy Boy on 1123 rating. Featured Flawless before, and from memory I think they were on some kind of Twilight build. So we'll see if they've stuck to that and see how this goes down. So it looks like Flawless has won the rock, paper, scissors. So opening hands are Recharge, Trag, Bottomless, Lumina, Avarice, and Gauze. Probably still on the Twilight build. And Dandy is on Caius, Quickdraw, Raikou, Debris, and Pot of Avarice, which we probably could have guessed from the name if we really wanted to. So, just pass in turn from Flawless there. Dandy's going to draw into Brain Control. Is passing right? I think you'd probably set the Bottomless just in case you're up against Blackwings, unless these two know each other. I mean, they're both deep into the top 100 rated, so they've probably played each other a couple of times. Flawless picks up the Solemn now. Decides to set the Bottomless and pass, not shuffling his hand. Interesting. Probably forgotten, but that does give away a little bit. Dandy sets the TT and passes. Flawless draws the Honest, so they're taking a little while to get going, these guys. So summoning the Honest, I'm going to attack into the Raikou. Raikou's choosing to pop the Honest, and Mill's there another Raikou, Lone Fire, and MST. At this point you know you're up against Quickdraw. Draws into a second copy of Caius. Starts with the Debris Dragon to special summon the Lone Fire. Going into the Ancient Fairy and meeting a Bottomless Trap Hole there. Flawless draws into Necro and sets Necro. Again, not shuffling hand before setting. We'll see if it makes a difference. Danny's going to quick draw for the Caius now. Tribute it for the second Caius. Banish the Gardener. Get him for 24. Okay, actually there. Getting in for the 1000 damage. Yeah, they have got more than 5 in grave already. So it's Debris, Caius, Quickdraw, Raikou, and the Lone Fire. Okay, leaving the Lone Fire in grave. I guess it's the better Debris Dragon target. Okay, draws into the Titanial and the Debris Dragon. Caius in for 24. Get him up by the Gauze. Yeah, would you have been reading Gauze? I think you could have read Gauze off the lack of kind of sets from Twilight, but I guess you don't really know it's Twilight yet. So Gauze getting in, beating over the Caius, and setting the Solemn, draws into the Raikou. So yeah, I was going to say, I think what they're going to do is just try and Black Rose the field. Do you Black Rose the field with this up? Well, it's not going to matter anyway. Black Rose is going to get him up with Solemn. They're going to Solemn back. Oh, I really didn't think they were going to Solemn there. Brain Control's going to come down, take the Gauze, get over the token, and get in for game. Yeah. Nice, nice. Both decks, they're taking a long time to get started in that game one. So going into game two, opening hands, Dandy's opened Bottomless Trap Hole, Caius, Call of the Haunted Soul Release, and D-Prison Soul Release is going to be really clutch there. Flawless has opened Honest, D-Prison, Spirit Reaper, Heavy Storm, Arcus, and Plague Spreader. I've not seen many people on the Twilight build playing Spirit Reaper. We'll see if it comes into play. So I'm just going to set it in the Heavy Storm. Pass. Oh no. Oh no, Dandy. Oh no, the Pro Set Storm. Okay. Yeah, the Storm's going to get in for a lot of value there. Flip summons the Reaper. Normal summons the Arcus. Snipes the Caius. That is just awful. Brain Control Caius combo was going to go so heavy. Oh, well, actually, no, sorry, it wouldn't have, because Brain Control would have targeted the Spirit Reaper because it couldn't target the Arcus. I'm not even sure of the ruling if this would take or if it would destroy, but either way, the Arcus couldn't be targeted anyway. Okay, wow, this one really feels like a wash for Dandy already. Sets the D-Prison, Mills, Bottomless, and Crow. Draws into the Light Imprisoning. Yeah, so Dandy's actually seen a lot of their side deck cards. You would assume Soul Release and Light Imprisoning are coming from the side. So yeah, Heavy Storm's gone now. May as well set all of them. So yeah, Arcus gonna get in for another 12. Normal summon the Garroth. Arcus mill 2. Going for the Light Imprisoning there. Yeah, I mean that's gonna shut this whole thing down. Because I think the worry you have there is that Garroth is just, it's mill 2, but then it's potentially draw up to 2 as well. So yeah, I think Light Imprisoning that's correct. Changes the Arcus, gets in with the Spirit Reaper. Spirit Reaper's going to be a D-Prison. Garroth is going to go through fine. Draws into the Foolish, yeah. I think Quickdraw's just too far behind here. Gets out 2 tokens, sets the other D-Prison. Okay. Normal Summon Plague. Plague going to get in. I wonder if you D-Prison that Plague. Yeah, because you can't target any of the Light Swans. Yeah, I wonder if you D-Prison the Plague. They've got a Dark for Sorcerer anyway. Would have left you with the token. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see how it plays out. So, Debris Dragon drawn now. They've not gone through Black Rose yet. Brings out the Dandelion. There's a couple of plays they can do here. So, they can take the Plague, go into a Catasta, generate 2 tokens, for potentially a level 6 dragon, Iron Chain. Catasta is going to help you get over the Light Swans, regardless of Honest in hand. Yeah, chooses to go just for the Ancient Fairy. Gets out 2 tokens. Tries to beat over the Arcus, yeah. Yeah, I wonder if... I mean, the Catasta would have just gotten D-Prisoned, but you would have still had another attack to try and get this Arcus off board. You got 2 tokens, but they're just going to get eaten up. Okay. Summons out the Thunder King. Yeah, this is not looking good. Wow, draws into Lone Fire. What a rip. Yeah, double Lone Fire for Titanium. Not really enough targets for Soul Release yet. Battleface going to try and get over the Arcus again. Manages to be successful this time. Gets in for the Gale. Do you negate the Gale? Takes a Tuner off board, but they've still got Plague up. Garroth is going to get in for 1850 here. Draws into MST, and that's just not going to be enough. Okay, so we've got game 3 here. So, Flawless going first. Sorry, Dandy going first. Opening hands are Soul Release, the most loyal Soul Release I've ever seen. Caius, D-Prison, Hamster, Titanium, Debris. Not bad. Not bad. I think Hamster set is always pretty good. Flawless has opened Lumina, Judgment, Torrential, MST, and Recharge. Okay. So yeah, set Hamster, set D-Prison, pass it over, draws into Brain Control. Yeah, I think Lumina's too strong to solo recharge away, so he's just going to set MST and TT here. Draws into Caius. Yeah, I think I'd be flipping the Hamster as well, trying to get the pressure on early. Riker's going to get met with a TT. Still got the normal summon. I'm going to use it on Debris. Bring back the Raikou. Iron Chain. Yeah, the only thing about Iron Chain is the effect to mill is not optional. And you really don't want to be milling the Chaos deck. They've just shown why. I mean, the Dad's a great hit, and the Card Trooper is always problematic. But yeah, you've just put a Necro Gardener in their grave for them. A Necro Gardener, that would have been the first draw. Rough. So Solar Recharge here for the freshly picked up Aaron. Draws into Gale, Pot, Mills, Deep Prison, and Reaper. Interesting setup now because they've got Lumina into Aaron, into Braincon maybe. Okay, let's see how they decide to navigate this. So Gale's going to come down, half the Iron Chain, go to battle, get over it, set the Solemn, picks up and sets the TT. Gale's going to get into 13 and sets the Decree. That is rough. If you're Dandy and you're going to be relying on this, that is rough. Charge is going to mill Lone Fire, Bottomless, and Mirror Force. Going to think about what to pick up here. Okay, right. I wondered if they might be playing a Lila. I feel like they would have taken the Lila if they were. Sets the Raikou now. Normal summon out Lumina. Lumina pitch Aaron. Special summon Aaron. Yeah, big think here. Oh, I think you probably TT. This is really strong. Yeah, yeah. I think if I'm Dandy Boy, I'm TT in there. Royal Decree's going to come up and stop it anyway. Raikou is going to get the effect off. So yeah, I was going to say, I think you target the Lumina, stop it, recurring every turn, mill. Absolutely nothing useful. And get him for 13 with the Gale. Okay, Milgareth, Lila. So let's have a look at this grave quickly. So yeah, the 3 Light Swans, a Necro Gardener. It's not bad. I mean, the good thing about the Royal Decree is it's turning off Flawless's Solemn right now. Let's see if it comes up. It's going to set the Raikou. Yeah, Flawless is going to use now as the time to pull the trigger on the pot. Puts back the Light Swans. A couple of the Light Swans, the Dad, Card Trooper. Picks up a Card Trooper and a Spirit Reaper. Okay. Spirit Reaper's going to go really hard here. Yeah, chooses to get it off field. I think I'd be doing the same. It's a really good bait though. Gets in with the Gale. Mills, Arcus, and Raikou. So back up to 3 Light Swans. We'll see if it even matters. Coming down with the Lone Fire here. The Dandy. Surely the defense position Dandy. Oh no, it'll get bounced back by Aaron. Ignore me. Yeah, I think the Dandy helps him survive this. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Chaos Sorcerer was the pickup. I missed it. Apologies. Yeah, I mean, Chaos Sorcerer there. Banish Dandy. Get him for game. Yeah. I mean, Flawless is absolutely killing it with this Twilight deck. Some really interesting techs. Thunder King Ryo, I'm assuming coming in from the side, but he's obviously a light, so it's really helpful. Does also mean you lose to the light imprisoning, but I guess you're kind of willing to take that with a trade-off for it. Also can be used with Honest, which is kind of crazy. Chaos Sword coming out there is just absolutely brutal, and yeah, Dandy couldn't get the hand off here. Had 2 Kaises and a Titania ready to go, and just nothing to facilitate getting them on the board. Really well played on both sides though. It looks like Flawless is just going to keep winning on ladder with this deck. Who can stop them?